Looksmaxing, very popular topic amongst sort of the self-improvement sphere, red pill, manosphere type sections of the internet. And I've delved a little bit into it. I started doing some of it myself, implementing some of the techniques, more out of curiosity than anything else. If I'm being completely honest, I didn't really feel like I needed it. I think I'm a decent looking guy, I'm married, got a beautiful wife. I notice looks and attention from women. I've had it all my life, so I never really felt like I ever needed to delve into it much. But I was curious. I was seeing people, content creators, and making videos about facial exercises and submental exercises and all this stuff, chewing gum, blah, blah, blah. I thought, you know what, I'm gonna give it a go. I'm gonna dive into it. And what I came out with was the realization that it's a slippery slope. And people need to be aware of this, and it's kind of not spoken about a lot. I think a lot of people that promote it, trying to sell stuff to you, sell courses, sell things to you, and yeah, it's a slippery slope, and people can get carried away with it. And the other side of it as well, it's kind of like, the fact that it's a big thing amongst the self-improvement thing amongst men at the moment. I find it kind of like sad. It's a very feminine thing. Overemphasis on your looks, taking care of your appearance. Don't get me wrong, like I said, I've implemented some of the techniques. I'll get onto that in a second. You should take care of yourself and your appearance, but it seems like it's going a bit too far. It's getting a bit too intense with it. And at the end of the day, man, we're men here. We're not meant to be so overly occupied with the way we look. We're meant to go out, take action, improve ourselves in many different areas without, it becoming the center of our life. And maybe I'm throwing shade here at someone like First Man. I'm a big fan of First Man and his content. I think he's great. I've derived a lot of value from him. However, I think some of his stuff is a little bit too, his approach is a little bit too overemphasized on the look side of things and the grooming and the women's attention and so on. Now, it might sound hypocritical because I've delved into it, and what I started with some neck training and some jaw work, etc. And it wasn't purely for looks. I actually do boxing as well, so I figured that's going to help me, get punched in the face, less chance of me getting knocked unconscious. But I do some jaw exercises, not a lot, chew a little bit of, trying to gum consistently. I've seen some difference. I believe I've seen some difference. Probably get a few more looks from people every now and then, but it's not a mad, crazy thing. But yeah, I was out of curiosity. I'll keep it going because I figured, it's healthy. It's healthy. I have a strong neck, strong jaw. Like you said, you get a fight. And yeah, maybe there has been some improvements. But it gets a slippery slope because when people start doing it, and I see this a lot online and the emphasis people put on it, yeah, you reach a point where you start doing it and you get some gains, you get some confidence, but people, like I said, they get focused on it way too much. They overemphasize it, and then they start to stress about it. They start to think, they put their whole identity into their looks and improving their looks and the way they look and impressing others and validation from others. And eventually, it can be that slippery slope to sort of almost like a mental illness. And I'm quite self-aware, and I can notice those negative thoughts creeping in early. And when I started doing this, I realized that I started to overthink this. I started to go down the route of, I was going out and I was becoming a little bit more insecure. Actually, it wasn't making me more confident, it was making me more insecure. It was making me think, oh, okay, how am I looking today? How is my jaw? Do I look better? Do I look more masculine? How are more people looking at me? And that's what I mean. People start overemphasizing this stuff too much, and they start overthinking things, and then they start to put their value in people looking at them, noticing them, attracting the attention from other people. And if they don't get it, they go out one time, you think, oh my God, it's not working, or this stuff isn't working, or maybe it's making me look worse, or yada, 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 and it can just go and go and go. And what it should be doing, it should just be a checklist, and then whatever the results of it, whatever the gains you get out of it, whatever attention you get from it, it is what it is. You just accept it is what it is. You know, do your exercises. Like I said, I think it's a good thing if you want to tick that box off, you want to look better, you want to improve your looks in any way you can, great. But like I said, the amount of attention you're going to get is going to be what it's going to be. You shouldn't be overthinking about it. You know, I use the analogy of like brushing your teeth. You know, everyone brushes their teeth, or I hope everyone brushes their teeth twice a day when you wake up, before bed, and that's it. You brush your teeth, you go to bed, you don't really think about it. But imagine someone who's like got the goal of having, you know, the best, whitest looking teeth in the world, right? They're gonna start off with twice a day, and then they're gonna think, you know what? I could get my teeth whiter. I could get them looking even better if I brush my teeth 3 times a day. And so they do 3 times a day, and they're like, you know what, I can go 4, and they'll be even better. And then it'll be 5, and yeah. And then they start going out, and then they start smiling. And initially, like I said, it reaches a point they get a bit more confident, but then, you know, they start to overthink it, and they're like, oh, should I smile? Did that person notice my teeth? Are they looking at my teeth right now? Do they think my teeth will look great? Do they think they look bad? And but yada yada, and then all these thoughts coming in, you go, and then it reaches the point, it's like, you know what? Brushing your teeth's not enough. I'm gonna get whitening done, and then I'm gonna get surgery. I'm gonna knock out all my teeth and get a whole bunch of fake ones put in. And, you know, it just ends up going down this slippery slope, and it's very easy for a lot of insecure people to do. And this is what I see a lot from these people trying to sell you something, trying to sell this idea, a course or whatever. Prize on insecurity. And those insecure people, they run with this until it becomes, you know, until it turns on them, you know, and eats away at them and becomes a complete negative. You know, there's a balance, like I said, just do it, tick it off, do your exercises, I don't know, once a day, every couple of days. Sorry guys, bit of problem with the audio. I don't know what's going on here with the mic, but yeah, like I said, just if you're gonna do your exercises once a week, every 2 days, I don't know, however many times it is, just do the exercises, tick it off, don't overthink it, you know, but it becomes, it's like, everyone knows those guys from the gym, right? You got 2 type of guys who goes to the gym, the ones that go, they do their exercises, they get their diet down, and that's it. They don't really think much about it. They feel good in how they look. They feel more confident, and that's it. And then you got the other guys that overemphasize, they overthink it, they do everything they gotta do, but then they're always thinking about, you know, are my biceps bigger? Do I look good? Do people think I look good? Am I in proportion? And they just never stop. And you don't wanna be one of those guys, because it can go that way. And it should be just, you know, a box to tick. You tick the box off, and that's it. You move on to the next thing. You add something else to your toolbox that's gonna improve you, and the results will be what they're gonna be. But yeah, anyway, so let me know what you think. Have you delved into it yourself? Do you know anyone else who has, who's on that slippery slope? Yeah, get commenting, guys. I appreciate every single one of you. And remember, guys, embrace the struggle.